Alright, let's try it one more time. My speech is about September the 11th, President George Walker Bush addressing the nation. President Bush delivered his speech at 8:30 p.m. and the speech goes as, "Good evening. Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts. The victims were in planes, in their offices, secretaries, businessmen, women, military and federal workers, moms and dads, friends and neighbors. Thousands of lives were suddenly ended by evil, despicable acts of terror. The pictures of airplanes flying into buildings, fires burning, huge structures collapsing have filled us with disbelief, terrible sadness, and a quite unyielding anger. These acts of mass murder were intended to frighten our nation in chaos and retreat, but they failed. Our country is strong. A great people has been moved to defend our union. Terrorist attacks can shake the foundation of our biggest buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America. These acts shattered steel, but they cannot dent the steel of America. America was targeted by attack because of the brightest beacon of freedom and community in the world, and no one will keep that light from shining. Today our nation saw evil, the very worst human nature, and we respond with the best of America, with the daring of our rescue workers, with the caring of strangers and neighbors who came to give blood and help in any way they could. Immediately following the first attack, I implemented our nation's emergency response plan. Our military is powerful and it is prepared. Our emergency teams are working in New York City and Washington, D.C. to help with local rescue effects. Our first priority is to get those who have been injured and to take every precaution to protect our citizens at home and around the world from future attacks. The function of our government continues without interpretation. Federal agencies in Washington, D.C., which had to be evacuated today, are reopening for essential personnel tonight and will be open for business tomorrow. Our financial institutions remain strong, and the American economy will be open for business as well. The search is underway for those who are behind these evil acts. I've directed the full rescue resources of intelligence and law enforcement and communities to find those responsible, to bring them to justice. We make no distinction between the terrorists who committed the acts and those who harbor them. I appreciate so much the members of Congress who have joined me in strongly condemning these attacks, and on behalf of the American people, I thank the many world leaders who have called to offer their condolences and assistance. America and our friends and allies join with all those who want peace, security in the world, and we stand together to win the war against terrorism. Tonight, I ask for prayers for all those who grieve, for the children whose worlds have been shattered, for all whose sense of safety and security has been threatened, and I pray they will be comforted by the power greater than any of us, spoken through the ages in the 23rd Psalm. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. You are with me. This is a day when all Americans from every walk of life unite in our resolve for justice and peace. America has stood down enemies before, and we will do so this time. None of us will ever forget this day, yet we go forward to defend freedom and all that is good and just in our world. Thank you. Good night. God bless America.